And hello everyone, welcome back. BogMod here. And things continue to go well for us. Theodoro. Right, so we're fighting the Byzantium still. And we're winning. I'm inclined to destroy Theodoro. And though I won the fight, I did not win the war? Ooh. Let's see, particularly in the aftermath of the Mongol conquest of the 13th century, Egypt and Syria emerged as the former centers of scholarly learning in the Muslim world. Sunni scholars of every persuasion flocked to Damascus and Cairo to learn from the most renowned teachers of science, theology, and above all, law. While Shiites traveled to Jabal Amil in Lebanon to meet with the scholars of Orthodox Twelver Shiism. Many students from our lands, having completed their educational pilgrimage, are returning home. Well, I want the I want the mysticism to increase my religious abilities. Oh, there we are, 49. So obviously my goal for them, I think I want to turn them into a vassal. Oh, and apparently I'm guaranteeing Ragusa. Am I? I don't think that's necessary. And we wipe out the boats. Perfect. 42%. So they're almost defeated. This did cost me many troops, sadly. My truces are over. It's fine. There we go. So, Theodore, we're going to sue separately with you. Make you my vassal. So that's that out of the way. And then there we go. And Constantinople is out of the picture. And I got some cash for it. So you get some lovely little things like making Constantinople our capital, which will give us stability, gives us a free core, increases the base production, makes us an empire. Bam! We're an empire. Now we have the City of the World's Desire, which gives us some permanent claims. Bam! Permanent claims. And now with all of those claims, Albania, Naxos, Sio, and Negroponte. Well, for the moment, I'm just going to core these places now. There we are. Mission accomplished. You can go back to getting me money out of Alexandria. Nobles want privileges, sure. A little bit of prestige is fine. I don't need my forts up and running. And since you're my goon now, I'm going to go with subjects, Theodoro. Their opinion of me must be positive, eh? All right, well, you know, we can fix that. With the power of time. I'll make you a vassal. Now I've got 2 subjects. So then when I want to annex them, it'll be cheap to do so. Well, time to get my guys training. Alright, because training is important, because what can you do with training? Well, if we go over here, right? We got professionalism, makes my mercs cheaper, and I do a little bit, just a tiny, itsy bit more damage. Now then, if I want to get some more free cores, I've got to reform the Imperial Army. To do that, I'm going to need to make my army bigger, I believe. Yes. 85%, 100%. Alright, well, let's recruit some troops then. I need 15 more troops. Alright. For which I'll need 15,000 more men. Hold on a second. I'm going to call it deet, and then I will raise additional levies. What's this? Popular religion. Toss the true faith up. The ulema are happy if I do that, or let it run its course. My missionaries become better. I'm going to let it run its course. And I'll make a little donation to them. Keep them happy. So that it boosts my religious power. 3% a month. Yeah, see? That's good. Dulcadir. -2 still, eh? If I improved my military power, I could do that. A helping hand happens is 100 ducats. Sure, I'll help them out. I need to create a template, though. We'll call it the 15-man template. Not enough manpower, eh? Alright, well, true, I need 15,000 manpower. I'm going to dip into my... Yes, by slacking my recruiting standards, I can get a few more troops. Do you know what likes me more? Or, I get some claims. This is an outrage! Yes, I'm not going to care about the demands of Genoa. There we are. We'll recruit an army, and we'll get some more goodies. Sweet, wonderful goodies. Ah, the Renaissance! Yeah, so this is one of the things that, of course, came in the latest version. That was not in Classic. In Classic, you had Western tech or other techs. In this, various eras come in that provide scientific penalties if you don't keep up to date. Since the 14th century, the wealthy and powerful in the Italian city-states have been patronizing artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. Well, I think as someone who holds on to Constantinople, I have something to say about Rome. As a cultural movement, the Renaissance already encompasses most of the region. It's had a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. Humanistic scholars are also analyzing the society in which they live, comparing it to the ideals of the classic philosophers. At the turn of 1451, Renaissance humanism has grown into a more mature movement, to permeate all aspects of society. A new ideal for rulers as well as those who are ruled is spreading as quickly as the early printers can distribute copies of these new ideas. A true Renaissance humanist is an expert on everything from politics and philosophy to art, textual analysis, music, and architecture. So we have the Renaissance. If I don't embrace the Renaissance, I get a tech penalty. So we got reform the army. As ruled by Mehmed II, if our empire is to grow, we must build a large and modern army. A strong standing army, salaried and with modern weapons, can we hope to reimpose order and Ottoman rule over Anatolia. Build a force limit. By expanding our forces, we can further political interests and stimulate our domestic economy. See the world's desire. Give me some legitimacy and tolerance of the true faith. Ooh. Growth of capital. Built a force limit. Total value growth is 50. Oh, I'll get some free points in the capital. Not bad. Ah, good tech. So we take our idea groups. Temples. We can build a mosque now, which is good, because mosques increase income. Speaking of income, actually, I wanna get enough money to buy that first income boost, because I can slap that here in the capital, and that'll actually be a good source of additional money. So, reform the Imperial Army. Bam! You get a bunch of permanent claims. Oh, now I just have to consolidate Asia Minor, which means taking out a few baddies nearby. But also we built a force limit. Bam! I do want to take this to make my capital all the better. See? A nice permanent claim. Yeah, when you train guys, they're always at max, so we don't need that. Now, I believe I'll need 100-ish ducats to get there, or 90 ducats. See, I get 0.46 extra a month, which is not an inconsiderable amount. Ramadan, time to fast or ignore it. Well, I could use more prestige, honestly. Let's see, it's the 9th month of our calendar, and Muslims worldwide for preparing for the months of fasting. One of the 5 pillars of Islam, and it is fard, or obligatory, for all adult Muslims who are not ill, traveling, or pregnant. No food, no liquids, no tobacco, no sex. No God-fearing Muslims should ignore Ramadan. Well, I need more prestige, though, so I will ignore it. So, kind of got to make a choice now. Where do I want to advance? Consolidate here before I go here? Or do I go here before I go here? Tough choices. Because I can just slap this, conquer Greece achievement, right? Which gives me a bunch of claims. Or I focus on over here. Ooh, there we go. Now I have 3 vassals and an ally. One other thing I could do is I could, of course, feed this to my vassal. Choices, choices, choices. The choices! Well, I think it'll be more useful for me to reinforce my eastern chunk before I make a move into the west. So let's start to get my army maintenance back up. 11,000 troops. Who are your friends? Ak-Kuyunlu. There's Ak-Kuyunlu. Oh. 2,000 manpower for get a free point of base tax, or spend some money to get base tax. Well, manpower is just going to restore itself on its own, so I generally use that. An extra base tax, always good. Speaking of, as you can see, we are slowly acquiring points of Renaissance. In 18 years, it will trigger. Not bad. And with 38 of my points being there... Okay, jeez. There we are, got my core provinces. I would like to make that part of my country. Though, speaking of, I do want to swap my points in over this direction now. As generally speaking, I do love to take... Which idea is it? Economic first. More taxes, cheaper construction, less inflation. Interest isn't a huge deal. Faster autonomy change, less maintenance, more money for production, and cheaper development costs. Is there a huge... Ooh. Religious harmony. Ooh. Many of our viewers have been extolling the virtue of pious life, in accordance with Sharia. The fruits of moderation and tolerance of differing religious practices. Bam! Oh, 3. Get the marketplace. That's juicy. Very juicy. Alright. Good. Well, I'm very pleased about that. Because, of course, that increases my religious conversion ability. Alright, well. Guess it's time to pick my targets. Do I go with Kandar? Or do I go with Karaman? I'm inclined to go to war with... Ooh, calling in followers. Fighting, in fact, free troops. Ooh, not bad. Nice corruption. Yes, I think I will wipe out Kandar to start. Yes. Here's my plan. My cunning plan. I destroy Kandar. Right? Then I use part of their destruction to make them break their deal, their alliance with Ak-Kuyunlu. Okay? Which will then leave Karaman completely exposed. And then I can strike at them. Yes, this is a good plan. I should invest in a fort over here, though, when I get the money. Oh, well. You think he knows what's coming? I feel like he has a feeling. There we are. Yay! We won the fight at sea. Now you just have to win the fight at land. Oh, and I've already taken down their walls. Well, that's good. This should be a quick war? There's 9,000 troops of Ak-Kinlu. Ooh, hello. Ooh, if I take military tech right now, which I will get better infantry, more supply limits, more combat width, yes, and 2 points of innovation. Now I'll just back off a moment, because I do need to regain... when you change troop types, it does cost you a bit of morale. So you gotta make sure you don't jump into any fights right away. But I saw they'd withdrawn. So I was like, you know what? I can afford to wait a little bit. There we go. Don't worry, boys. I'm coming to save you. There we are, wiped out a few troops. Yeah, definitely need some more forts. Speaking of, I'm going to get rid of that fort. If I have a fort in Constantinople, I don't need the fort there. Same with the fort here. Oh, I think I got this guy trapped now. I think he's committing to moving to Mencha. Yes, he is. There, we caught you. There we are. And though the fighting was fierce, it did not matter. Oh, military reforms. We could have a great army reform, a great army and navy reform, or a naval reform. Well, I think, right now, definitely the army. The professionalism, just in case I need a few more troops. And makes my infantry, of which my army is mostly, a superior force. Ooh, the esprit de corps. During our recent conflict with Ak-Kinlu, clear signs our troops are working better together and formed strong bonds of loyalty. More points. Excellent. There we are. So once they break... Once these guys break, or at least once we siege down their capital... Okay. Once their capital falls, it will be an easy thing to make them yield and leave these guys exposed. Oh, our leader is a corrupter or an embezzler, giving him more corruption. It's gonna be the end of him. There we go. So, Akyunlu, I will sue for peace with you. I have no claims on you yet. So, I want you to annul your treaty with Karaman and just throw me a lot of money. There we are. They did. There we are. They take that northern chunk. Boop, boop. And I'll position myself to make my next strike of power. And then I think we'll take a little break. Income is on the rise. Good. I do need to build some more forts, as I have mentioned, to avoid too many people just wandering around wherever they want. These hills will do. On the other hand, what about money? 0.2. Yeah, you know what? Get those 3, which gives me a full 0.6 of a ducat. Which is certainly a useful amount of money. Because obviously, troops cost money. And you gotta spend money to make money. And there we are. I'm going to set my war goal to take the cell. Yes. Yes. There we are. This should be swift, glorious, I think. Oh, I missed his troops. Oh, there we go. Cut them. There we are. Troops wiped out. The War of the Roses. Oh. The ruling dynasty defeats the rebels. Okay, so let's take a little peek over in England. Henry Lancaster in charge. Alright, well, we're going to leave it there. We'll finish our war with these guys next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon for more.